Is India ready to punish marital rape? You may ask why this question now. Well, there are two cases pending in courts which have put the spotlight back on this issue. I'll tell you what these cases are all about and why they matter. First things first, what does the law say? In India, a husband forcing sex on his wife is not considered rape. Why? Just because they're married, this exception has been in the law for more than 160 years. We're talking about Section 375 of the Indian Penal Code. Let me read out what it says. Sexual intercourse by a man with his own wife, the wife not being under 18, is not rape. In simple words, forced sex within marriage is legal. Now, why is this controversial? Because critics argue that marriage does not mean consent forever. Just like any woman, a wife has the right to say no, to refuse sex. If a husband forces himself on her, he is violating her rights. Keeping this exception in the law is therefore unjustifiable. In fact, it is a violation of A. Article 14, which guarantees the right to equality before the law, and B. Article 21, which guarantees the right to life and dignity. Next question, what are the cases all about? In the last few years, several high courts in India have questioned this exception. In 2022, the Delhi High Court had a split verdict. Two judges wanted marital rape to be a crime. One judge said no, the matter was referred to a larger bench. Now it is in the Supreme Court. A constitutional bench is hearing it. The question before them, should marital rape be criminalized? To answer this, the judges are examining various arguments. What are these arguments? Let me tell you, those who want marital rape to be a crime say it protects a woman's bodily autonomy. Marriage does not give a man the right to violate his wife's body. In fact, it gives him an obligation to respect her rights, including her right to say no to sex. B. Criminalizing marital rape will send a message that marriage is not a license for abuse. C. Many countries have already done it, so India should too. Those against this change are afraid that this provision could be misused by women. 2. Falsely implicate their husbands. 2. They say it will impact the sanctity of the family structure. And 3. They argue that sex within marriage is presumed to be consensual. Therefore, proving non-consensual sex would be very difficult. So these are the arguments. Which side will the Supreme Court take? Nobody can say for sure, but this much is clear. India is at a turning point. Will the court finally say that marriage is not immunity from consent? That forced sex in a marriage is in fact rape? Only time and the Supreme Court will decide. We want to know what you think. Should marital rape be a crime in India? Let us know in the comments. Meanwhile, here's another question for you. Do you know who the first woman Prime Minister of India was? Think carefully, it was not Indira Gandhi. She was the first female Prime Minister, yes, but she wasn't the first woman to hold that office in the world. Before Indira Gandhi, this woman was the Prime Minister. Can you name her? Well, if you haven't guessed it yet, I'll tell you. India got its independence in 1947. The first Prime Minister was Jawaharlal Nehru. He held office from 1947 to 1964. After his death, this woman took over. She served as the Prime Minister of India from 1966 to 1971. Her name was Guljarilal Nanda. She is also the only person to have served as both the Governor and the Prime Minister of India.